Today we're taking a look at the type of manipulation that a lot of people don't know about. So the problem is going to be if x plus 1 over x equals 5, find x squared plus 1 over x squared. So a lot of people, when they first look at this problem, they see that equation if x plus 1 over x equals 5, and they say, hey, oh, I should probably find what x is, so they can plug it in and find what x squared is, 1 over x squared is, and then add them. That's a very complicated method, and there's a trick to solving these types of problems that's much easier. So when you see one of these problems, you see x plus 1 over x, and you see x squared plus 1 over x squared. When they tell you to find something like that, and they give it to you in an expression, usually that means there's something that you can do that's not solving for x, the variable, directly. So what's the easiest way to go from something with an x term to an x squared term? It's pretty obvious, you just square it, right? So we can do that with the original equation. Let's do x plus 1 over x times x plus 1 over x. So when you expand this out, it becomes x squared plus 1 over x times 2 plus 1 over x squared. The x's will cancel, and then you're left with x squared plus 2 plus 1 over x squared. So I just rewrote that up here. We have x squared plus 2 plus 1 over x squared is equal to x plus 1 over x, the whole thing squared. And it's given to us that x plus 1 over x is equal to 5. So let's go ahead and plug that in. Rewriting this, x squared plus 2 plus 1 over x squared is equal to, we're substituting in 5 squared. And as you can see from here, it's just simple subtraction. X squared plus 1 over x squared is equal to 23. And that's our answer for this problem. These types of manipulations also work for higher powers of x. Here's another problem. If x plus 1 over x equals 5, find x to the fourth plus 1 over x to the fourth. So we have to see again, how do we go from a power of x to the first to x to the fourth? And the easiest way to do that is obviously just raise that to the fourth power. But what does raising something to the fourth power really mean? Saying something is x to the fourth is the same thing as saying something squared. So the first step of this problem would be to find what x squared plus 1 over x squared would be, and then squaring that to get x to the fourth plus 1 over x to the fourth. So we start our problem in the same way. We do x plus 1 over x equals 5, and we square the whole thing. And we square both sides. And you get x squared plus 2 plus 1 over x squared equals 25, and you get x squared plus 1 over x squared equals 23. This is exactly what we did before. I'm just copying that over now. So we do the exact same thing. We do x squared plus 1 over x squared. We square that whole thing, and then we square the 23 as well. So we square this. You're left with x to the fourth plus 2 plus 1 over x to the fourth is equal to 23 squared, which is 529. Then you just subtract the 2, and you get x to the fourth plus 2 plus 1 over x to the fourth is equal to 527. Minus 2, 527. So these types of manipulations, I think, are starting to become more common in competitions, also in just tests around the world. SATs, I think ACTs, these are starting to become more common, so it's just a good trick to know.